We'll go with the most overrated team currently ranked in the top 25. McCall, who is your most overrated team currently in the top 25?
I just need to see more from Carolina. I know they're ranked 24th or 25th, whatever it is. There were gripes in terms of them even getting into the NCAA tournament last year. I know I was the one that was saying, "How did this team get in?" I'll never forget that I was live on Sirius XM when it happened, and saying like, how are they deserving of being in the field? Please tell me their best win at that point in time was UCLA, who gave the game away in December in Madison Square Garden. I know it's a big year for Coach Davis. He's one of the good guys. You don't want to root against anybody, but you got to show us something that you're deserving just outside of your roster and outside of making the NCAA tournament last season. You got to show something on why are you in the top 25?
Rob, you agree?
Yeah, I totally do. I have a different team, but I think that the way that Matt feels about Carolina, and it's just crazy that we're saying that about Carolina, with the history, the potential resources, and who their alumni are. Like there's a lot of advantages at North Carolina, and they need to get that thing back on the right track. This could age incredibly poorly. I'm gonna go Creighton. And I don't like the term overrated. I just think what they lost, Paul Brenner, defensively shuts down everything in the paint. He was the key to their entire scheme. Jemiah Neal ended up coming on for conference play and having some really big games, and then Stephen Ashworth's their point guard. All three of those guys are gone. The only returning starter is Jackson McAnder. I like their transfers. Josh Dix, love his game. Love him as a player, hyper efficient, lives in the mid-range, can make threes, get to the rim. Owen Freeman, the problem that I have with those two guys is they were on Iowa teams that weren't all that good, right? Like they didn't win a ton last year. Freeman got hurt. So you have those two guys. Nick Graves and Blake Harper have got to be good coming up. And then I worry about them defensively. If anybody could make this work, Greg McDermott could, because he is such a good X and O's coach. They run great stuff. They're really good at scheming. I just think the amount of turnover they have, it's hard to fathom that they are ranked in the top 25 to start the season.
Fair.
Is this it? Is this the last year?
Yeah, probably.
Really?
But he could go one more. Well, okay. Alan Huss didn't give up his job at High Point, where they have the highest
NIL
was
killing it
of any other.
Killing it.
Nobody has a higher NIL than High Point as far as one bid league teams. He's not leaving there to go to Creighton to sit there and wait for 3 years. Okay. I think max it's 2.
Wow, that's sad. I love watching Max teams play, but I
think we all do. But Mac loves watching himself play golf.
He loves watching his golf ball fly down the fairway.
Exactly. Even more.
That's the guy that we should have brought up. Who's next to retire?
Yeah. That was kind of a given.
We missed that one.
Yeah, we did miss that one. That's an interesting storyline to watch this year. Can Mac go out the right way if he does go out this year? All right, I'm going to piss off not just one team in a state. I'm going to piss off both.
Welcome back to podcasting.
Here we go.
Let's go.
I'm going to say that both Auburn and Alabama are overrated. Alabama's 15, Auburn's 20. So I'm not going to just go after one of them and the other ones. Both of them, I think, are overrated for different reasons. Number one, Auburn, listen, they hit lightning in a bottle last year. You're never going to see that chemistry again at Auburn.
They were also really talented.
Chemistry. They were fighting on an airplane.
No, that's part of what made him great. That's part of what
do you mean? Fighting made him great.
They were
it's a
freshman. On an airplane.
A freshman sat in the senior seat on the plane. Yeah. He deserved to get whooped.
I have so much regret that I didn't fight one of my teammates on the plane to bring us together.
You would have been much better off. New coach taking over, Stephen Pearl. He's not Bruce. I don't care. Again, I like Stephen a lot. I think he's matured a ton, but he's not Bruce. And he inherits a roster where now Tahad Pettiford has to be the leader as a sophomore, okay? Has to do a lot. Keyshawn Hall has bounced around in a different place every year, hasn't won a ton. So I don't know. I'm just not sold on them yet. Alabama, I'm sold on their guards. I'm not sold on their bigs. Aiden Sherrill, he's got to be consistent. Taylor Bowen, same thing. I just don't have faith yet in their front court or their ability to defend. So both those teams, I'm going to be wrong about one of them, but I'm going to be right about one of them.
Yeah, I think you're wrong about Alabama. Just Nate Oates is still over there calling ball plays.
Yep.
I mean, that's the bottom line.
Probably true.
Pick up his Google him right now. Google him. Wikipedia.
No, I only Google Kurt
well,
Signetti.
Like, just look at his record.
I only Google Signetti. That's the only Google I do.
I'll give you Auburn just in terms of Bruce Pearl not being there, and that whole roster is completely revamped and new.
Yeah.
Tahad Pettiford is now the guy. He's not coming off the bench. He has to go out there and perform at a high level. You know, it's not Bruce. I know Bruce will be around. Coach Pearl will be around. I know he'll be around the program, but it's different. And you know, Coach Stephen Pearl is this is his first opportunity. So I'll give you that one in terms of being and I would probably say the same thing, you know, if Coach Bruce Pearl was still there, just because I mean they lost everybody.
I know, but you'd have way more confidence. If
you would have way more confidence.
Right.
That's why I'll give you Auburn. I'm not giving you Coach Nate Oates' team.
Is Steven still going to run? Is Steven still going to run flex? Because I love the way Pearl ran flex.
I would assume
that was awesome.
Called cutters.
Flex to ISO.
Cutters. It's called cutters.
Back from Tom Davis. The Tom Davis flex.
But you don't see many coaches run, if you want to call it cutters, fine, but a flex cut to isolation. Well, usually it's like we're going to flex you for 30 seconds to like Al Skinner flex.
That's what he did.
Grind you flex, yes. Not ball out flex.
That tight ball out flex. Right, that tight flex. That
Dude, the spin passes from elbow to elbow, and they did that with Reggie Jackson and Tyrese Rice. Dude,
which is insane.
They had electric guards. We played them. Yes. And they were literally
he wouldn't change for anybody. He wasn't going to change that system for anybody.
You'd look over there, and he'd go like this on the cutters on the flex cut, and all of a sudden Chris Lofton from Tennessee would hit one from half court.
Yeah, that dude had range.
You could still flex cut. It doesn't matter when the ball was in his hands.
That's true.
All right.